The clip shows the costume of giving away the bride. This practice at the time of the wedding it seems to be the Christian culture, and I would say that this costume is very symbolic, significant, and gives more value in the relationships of the bride and her father or her parents. In traditional weddings, the father of the bride walks her down the aisle and hands her off to the groom. If this seems old-fashioned, that is because it is. The antiquated tradition has evolved and seen by modern-day couples as a symbol of love and unity. At some weddings, the father still gives away his daughter as a show of love and support. This giving away of the bride demonstrates the parents' blessing on the union and the transfer of care and responsibility. The giving away of the bride demonstrates the parents' blessing on the union and the transfer of care and responsibility to the husband. A female child in those days was known to be the property of her father, and so the transferring of ownership to her groom on her wedding day was indeed a legality. The tradition of giving away would signify that the bride's family would no longer have control over her or her possessions, and that her husband would respectfully take on the responsibilities and obligations that her father once boasted. It is more of a symbol of his blessing and the wish of good health and happiness to the couple. How to live a chaste life. Embracing chastity and starting to foster it is not always an easy task. Since I come from a Catholic background and I have heard it since I was young, it seems more simple. So here are ways to live out chastity. Pray it may seem like the obvious one, but it is the one that can be overlooked. Secondly, surround yourself with people who are also firm believers of living life in purity and have good intentions. We need to avoid sexual stimuli such as most R-rated movies. You can have fun without creating temptation. A virgin is an example of chastity. Faithful married couples are examples of chastity. The state of abstaining from sexual intercourse before or outside of marriage, avoidance of sexual sins, the quality of being chaste, and moral purity. How can I be chaste? Chastity is not something like a jacket that you can put on or take off whenever you like. Chastity is a part of yourself that communicates itself to others in your daily words and actions. Modesty is one important way to express chastity. Wearing appropriate and non-suggestive clothing, not calling undue attention to your body, and keeping your speech free of sexually suggestive talk are simple ways to let others know what you believe. I always remind myself and strive for staying pure in thought and in deed. Here are some additional ways for keeping in control of our body and our relationships. Make a commitment to each other, set boundaries, avoid alone time, get support from friends and family, be open with someone. Avoid talking in depth about intimacy. Stay out of the bedroom, dress modestly, remind each other of your goals, and find other ways to show your love.